Dear Grace, I know I said I was going to stop doing these, and I am on Sunday. Sunday will be the last one. But until then, I'll keep the addiction going. Probably just do most for these from Hack Spirit, since they seem to work the best, and they also work well for YouTube Shorts. Anyways, adults who haven't grown up emotionally usually display these 8 subtle behaviors. 1. Difficulty managing emotions. 2. Struggling with empathy. Almost every one of these lists have empathy in it, Grace. Avoidance of responsibility. Over-dependence on others. No one can say that I'm overly dependent on others, Grace. Inability to handle conflict. No comment. Fear of commitment. Not at all, Grace. Poor listening skills. No one's talking to me, so why would I have to listen? Self-centeredness? Sure. That's a good thing. Food for thought. Emotional maturity is a journey. I don't know, Grace. I'll check the other news real quick, and then we'll go back to Hack Spirit. 2 ways to bridge the desire gap in a relationship by a psychologist. I'm going to try talking about it. 8 body language tricks that lead to instant likability according to psychology. Actually, I might learn something here, Grace. 8 body language tricks that lead to instant likability according to psychology. This should be good. Mirroring. And that one's kind of obvious. It's also kind of fake. You just mirror a person. Just say. Open posture. Well, I think if you're crossing your arms, you should be able to recognize that yourself, Grace. Eye contact. What a concept. We're going to read right through the applause breaks today, Grace. No more applause. Nodding. Actually, nodding's a good one because it keeps conversation going without having to say anything. Same as smiling. Leaning in. A little creepy, but some of us like our distance. Limiting fidgeting. So eye rolls in there too, I think. Maybe not. Authenticity. That's really the only one you need. If they don't like your authentic self, fuck them. In my opinion, Grace. AI could do this podcast so easy, Grace. I've been, not bragging, but ragging on Hack Spirit. I'm not doing anything different. Every single day, same fucking reading, same fucking bullshit. Oop, maybe I should get this diet supplement. I might reduce my aggression by up to 28%. What a number, 28%. Why the fuck wouldn't they just round that up to 30? What difference does that 2% make, since this science is all fucking bullshit anyways? My opinion. Maybe I'll keep calm and try omega-3. The fatty acids available as diet supplements via fish oil capsules and thought to help with mental and physical well-being could also cut down on aggression, according to a new study. Brain activity, 10 little things. Build up AI decodes sperm whale language, revealing a complex system of communication. Finally. Still gotta find that growing new teeth thing, Grace. Definitely both sites had body language tricks today, Grace. Even the sites I read are getting repetitive. 7 signs you really have a pleasant personality according to psychology. You only need 1 sign. Not a cunt. Ancient Neanderthal DNA found to influence autism suspectability. Well, at least that would have something based in science. But why not test every single person? Give everyone a 23andMe. What's the big fucking deal? And then you have all that data. That makes too much sense. 5 habits to build self-discipline. Alright, Grace. We've got T-ball practice going, but alright, Mr. Crow is watching me. Let's read these out, Grace, and get 20 minutes worth. That's good enough. Bucket. Casper Site's saying is freaky deaky. Mine's fuck it. Self-discipline is the foundation of personal development and achievement. It is developing a set of behaviors that allow you to stay focused, motivated, and committed to your goals. Here are 5 effective habits to develop a strong self-discipline. Establish clear goals. It is crucial to find a set of goals that are clear, detailed, and achievable. Break down all of the goals into smaller, more doable tasks, each with their own time frame. That's actually a pretty good idea. Create a plan. Divide your goals into smaller, achievable steps and assign deadlines to each. This will provide you with a clear roadmap to follow, making your goals less overwhelming. I don't agree with the deadline thing, but whatever. It's not like anyone's asking me. 3. Limit distractions like noisy trains. Minimize distractions by limiting the use of things like social media and junk food consumption. This will allow you to stay focused and prevent self-sabotaging actions. How's junk food a distraction? 4. Step out of comfort zone. Regularly push yourself outside of your comfort zone by taking on new challenges or attempting familiar tasks. This promotes mental toughness and adaptability to various situations. 5. Be patient. Understanding that developing self-discipline is a process that takes time and effort. Be patient with yourself and recognize that setbacks are part of the journey. Vitamin D guidelines. No extra supplements needed for healthy adults under 75. Okay, my question is, how long have they been promoting and selling vitamin D and doing how many fucking studies saying, oh, everyone needs vitamin D, blah, blah, blah. Now it's what? No, it's okay. Don't need it. I've never seen anything like it before. Unusual 500 million year old fossil solves paleontology problem. Paradox. Whatever. 550 million year old sea sponge. Been a lot of animals on this earth for a long time, Grace. I don't want to read that one, Grace. Oh, it's funny, Grace, because I used to do that all the time when I was much younger. Walking into a room and can't remember what you're doing there. Doesn't happen too much now. A long time. Get books to read if you're in a creative slump. This will be interesting. Let's see what we got going here. Classics or modern? What do you think, Grace? If you ever get to the list, whatever the fuck. So just list them out one by one. No, I guess it's a paste site or something. I don't even know. I don't do oh, there we go. Fuck. Try this again, Grace. This kind of dumb system. You have to hit get started and wait. Use more bandwidth. That's the other reason this is the last one. I'm out of bandwidth to do this in the park anyways, and I don't like doing it at home, so too bad, so sad. Sunday's the last one. Oh shit, no, I fucked that up. Well, too bad. "12 jobs ChatGPT will soon replace, according to ChatGPT." I think about 1,200 jobs it'll replace. Let's see what they say, or it says. Customer service representative, absolutely. Data entry clerk, yep, absolutely. Especially if AI can deal with audio. Technical support analyst, yep, easy. Content writer, well, we've already proven that, Grace. Proofreader, absolutely. Translator, gotta. Social media manager, actually that is an interesting one, that would be good. Of course, everyone would flood the fucking social media networks then, whereas right now if you have to do it manually, at least it keeps it somewhat limited. Virtual assistant, absolutely. Market research analyst, for sure. Could be working that 24 hours a day. SpaceX retrieves space junk from Sask farmer, which is only funny because Elon's mother is from Saskatchewan. Actually, I'm not sure. I think she was born in Saskatchewan at least. I'm not sure how long she lived there. I'm not an expert on Elon's mother. They didn't develop a mutant gene. They activated the gene they needed so that they can swim underwater for 5 hours a day after. Anyone that's in the water that long is going to change their body, in my opinion, Grace. 45 Stephen Hawking quotes about life, philosophy, and purpose. That might be okay. 10 habits common in every high performer. Is that every performer who is high, or every performers at a height? I don't get it, Grace. Alright, these better be fucking good. You ready, Grace? "45 Stephen Hawking quotes. Life would be traffic? Life would be tragic if we weren't funny. It would not be much of a universe if it wasn't home to the people you love. I'm not afraid of death, but I'm in no hurry to die. 1. Remember to look up at the stars and not down at your feet. 2. Never give up. Work gives you a meaning and purpose, and life is empty without it. 3. If you're lucky enough to find love, remember it is there and don't throw it away. Number 5. People who boast about their IQ are losers. 6. However difficult life may seem, there's always something you can do and succeed at." These aren't great quotes, Grace. I mean, they're okay, they're just awkward. Maybe it's because he's using a computer. "We are just an advanced breed of monkeys on a minor planet of a very average star, but we can understand the universe. That's what makes it something very special. I believe there are no questions that science can't answer about a physical universe." Disagree with you there. We're pretty far away from fucking answering any questions, but science is not only a disciple of reason, but also one of romance and passion. One of the basic rules of the universe is that nothing is perfect. Perfection simply doesn't exist. Without imperfection, neither you nor I would exist. Science is not only a disciple of reason, but also one of romance and passion. One of the basic rules of the universe is that nothing is perfect. Perfection simply doesn't exist. Without imperfection, neither you nor I would exist. I disagree with that. You're perfect, Grace. Perfect to me, anyways. Number 11. The whole history of science has been the gradual realization that events do not happen in an arbitrary manner, but they reflect a certain underlying order which may or may not be divinely inspired. Maybe it's the wind, Grace. With no wind, the trains are louder. How many ads can we have on this page? "The past, like the future, is indefinite and exists only as a spectrum of possibilities. For millions of years, mankind lived just like the animals, and something happened which unleashed the power of imagination. We learned to talk and we learned to listen. Speech has allowed the communication of ideas, enabling human beings to work together to build the impossible. Mankind's greatest achievements have come about by talking, and its greatest failure by not talking. It doesn't have to be like this. Our greatest hopes could become reality in the future with the technology at our disposal. The possibilities are unbound. All we need to do is make sure we keep talking. Oh, that's 13 is pretty long compared to all the rest. You might have been drunk when you wrote that one. Crow seems to agree with me. The universe is not indifferent to our existence. It depends on it. I'm gonna go find some sun. Freezing my ass off. When one's expectations are reduced to zero, one really appreciates everything one does have. 16. Intelligence is the ability to adapt to change. 17. Quiet people have the loudest minds. Agreed. 18. We find ourselves in a bewildering word. Fuck. We find ourselves in a bewildering... Fuck. Time's a charm, Grace. We find ourselves in an odd world. We want to make sense of what we see around us and to ask, what is the nature of the universe? What is our place in it? And where did we come from? Why is it the way it is? It's like someone just grabbed 45 sentences out of one of his books, but I might be wrong. It surprises me how disinterested we are today about things like physics, space, the universe, and philosophy of our existence, our purpose, our final destination. It's a crazy world out there. Be curious. I've always tried to overcome the limitations of my condition and have led as full a life as possible. I've traveled the world from the Antarctic to zero gravity. Perhaps one day I will go into space. Ever since the dawn of civilization, people have been content to see the events. Now it's windy as fuck, Grace, but I don't care anymore. It's windy fucking trains, it doesn't matter. I'll get through this list and that's it for today. Ever since the dawn of civilization, people have not been content to see events as unconnected and inexplicable. They have craved an understanding of the underlying order of the world. Today we still yearn to know why we are here and where we come from. Humanity's deepest desire for knowledge is justification enough for our continuing quest, and our goal is nothing less than a complete description of the universe we live in. I'm not sure I can get through fucking 23 more of these. Nothing is better than reading and gaining more and more knowledge. However bad life may seem, there is always something you can do and succeed at. Where there's life, there's hope. It matters if you don't give up. To confine our attention to terrestrial matters be to limit the human spirit. The idea of 10 dimensions might sound exciting, but they could cause real problems if you forgot where you parked your car. At least that's a little bit funny. The human capacity for guilt is such that people can always find ways to blame themselves. One is always a long way from solving a problem until one actually has the answer. It is not clear that intelligence has any long-term survival value. We are in danger of destroying ourselves by our greed and stupidity. We cannot remain looking inwards at ourselves on a small and increasingly polluted and overcrowded planet. I disagree. I don't think it's polluted or overcrowded. More than enough land on this planet for every man, woman, and child to have their own fucking house and yard and park and everything else. just do it this way so that people can get a little something faster. In my opinion, Grace. No offense to Hawking. Simplicity is a matter of taste. Let's fight for every woman and every man to have the opportunity to live healthy, secure lives full of opportunity and love. We are all time travelers journeying together into the future, but let us work together to make sure that future a place we want to be. Let us work together to make that future a place we want to be, a visit. I've spent my life traveling across the universe inside my mind. May you keep flying like Superman in microgravity. We're all now connected by the internet like neurons in a giant brain. Then what are we doing with it? Netflix and porn, that's it. I believe alien life is quite common in the universe, although intelligent life is less so. Some say it has yet to appear on planet Earth. Science is beautiful when it makes simple explanations of phenomena or connections between different observations. Examples include the double helix in biology and the fundamental equations of physics. I've noticed even people who claim everything is predestined. I've no. Two big ass hawks and maybe even eagles being harassed by seagulls. Too far away to video, but kind of fun to watch. Anyway, I've noticed even people who claim everything is predestined, and that we can do nothing to change it, look before they cross the road. Ha ha. To a child who has never grown up, I still keep asking these questions, asking these how and why questions. We're all different. There's no such thing as a standard or run-of-the-mill human being, but we share the same human spirit. I think computer viruses should count as life. I think it says something about human nature that only form of life we have created so far is purely destructive. We've created life in its own image. Scientists have become the bearers of the torch of discovery in our quest of knowledge. Yeah, maybe we could just do a better job and release some of their data. If you're going to do a study on humans, do it on more than 10 of them. In fact, if you can't do a study on 10 million, don't even bother. There are no black holes in the sense of regimes from which light can't escape into infinity. If I had a time machine, I'd visit Marilyn Monroe in her prime, or drop in on Galileo as he turns his telescope to the heavens. Go for Marilyn Monroe. Trust me. I'm sure A was a shitty telescope. B, probably his old English, you could probably barely communicate with him. Maybe a little bit better chance. Depends if you're in a chair or not, I guess. But no, definitely go for Marilyn Monroe. I'm just saying. Grace. I'm done, Grace. I may or may not talk to you tomorrow. If I don't, I'll talk to you on Sunday live. Assuming I can actually stop this.